everyone, I'm Ecem from Group Giraffes. Today with my friends Ecem, Merve and Kübra, we are going to mention an educational problem in Turkey about lack of participating in social-cultural activities due to focusing more on grades. With my group, we've been working for 2 months. We met in libraries, cafes, and our own homes. To see the process more deeply, you can visit our blog page, giraffespoem.wordpress.com. As you can see here in our Gantt card, we actually worked appropriate to our program. We prepare at the beginning of our search. And why did we choose this topic? We chose this topic not only because we observed too many students having the same problem in high schools, but also as university students, we are still having the same problem. At the final weeks, we cannot go out, we cannot go movies, we cannot read books we want to read. So we want to make change, and to make change, first we need to find what's wrong. And we did a brainstorming and found 4 main reasons of this problem: students, family, teachers and school administration, and system. We pointed these 4 reasons to find the most important one. Actually, system got the highest point. However, we decided that if we only focus on system, we cannot find a real solution. So we studied all 4 main reasons step by step, and now my friends will continue to examine them more deeply. Thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Merve from Giraffes. I want to mention our first main problem, students. Although we can charge many others for this problem, students are also responsible. In fact, there are so many plans on their minds. However, they cannot spend time to realize them. First, I want to mention our survey. We asked 21 questions. Our target audience is high school students, college students, college graduates. The number of attendance is 56. And we don't cover all the questions, and you can see in detailed way in our website, in our blog. Our first question is: lack of participating in social cultural activities is caused by students themselves. Here we see most of them don't agree. They don't put blame on themselves. The second question is: do you spend enough time on participating in social cultural activities? Here we see most of them don't agree. They are aware of that. They are not spent enough time. Are your experiences that you gain throughout your education more important than your grades? Here, surprisingly, we see that most of them agree. However, their answers are conflicting with the next questions. The next question is: if I have an exam the other day, I feel guilty. If I participate in activities, most of them agree. The other main reasons is family. There are some families who are conscious enough to support their children in their interested areas, whereas in our society especially, and the other way around is usually observed. Families discourage their students, let alone supporting them. Our first question is: lack of participating in social cultural activities is caused by families. We see that the result is average because the situation of families varies. For my family, my experiences that I've gained throughout my education are much more important than my grades. Here again, the results is average. My family discourages me when I want to participate in activities. Here we see most of them don't agree. They don't discourage their children. However, in the next question, we see that they don't provide suitable environment for these social cultural activities. because they prefer to spend their time to enroll their children on courses rather than encouraging them on participating socio-cultural activities. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Ecem Kısıroğlu from the group Giraffes, and I want to show you what happens when we look at the issue from the perspective of teachers and school administration. As you know, teachers usually favor the students who have the higher grades rather than who have a really colorful social life. So we can say that teachers don't pay enough attention on social activities. They see them as trivial and needless activities. And let's see what our participants think about this prejudice. Lack of participating in social-cultural activities is caused by teachers and school administration. And it's a surprising fact that only 2 of them said that I agree. It can be because they don't want to humiliate their teachers or school administration. And the second question is, for my teachers, my experiences that I have gained throughout my education are much more important than my grades. And we see an answer that is in reverse. Most of them said that actually it's on average, but it's a reverse answer. And the school administration encourages me when I want to participate in activities. And most of them said that I do not agree because they know that the school administration doesn't really encourage them with organizing tours or other activities. My teachers and my school administration provide me with suitable environment for social-cultural activities. And we see that school administration do not pay for facilities that are suitable for social activities, and the students actually suffer from this inadequateness. And the system. We can say that system may be labeled as the most sharp reason behind this problem, because system actually makes the environment like this for many years. And let's see if we can prove our argument with our findings. Lack of participating in social-cultural activities is caused by math and our educational system. And we see that the majority of them said that I agree. They know that math actually doesn't provide enough space for activities. The reason why students do not participate in activities is the grade-centered educational system. And we see that the majority of them said that I agree. They know that if they don't get higher grades than it's expected, then they will be punished or something like that. MEP and municipalities provide me with suitable environment for social-cultural activities, and we see a predictable result. Many of them said that I do not agree. They know that even in the best public school, there are not enough facilities to make some social-cultural activities. And there's a passage from our teacher, Hayat Köksal, Çekirdekten Yetiştirme book, and we think that it's related to our subject, so we wanted to share it with you. And thank you for listening, and I give you my friend Kübra Şendoğan to conclude our presentation.
Hello, my name is Giraffes from Giraffes. Among four main reasons we couldn't reach only a key one because they all affect each other and have great importance upon the problem. First of all, we cannot change only students because the system requires them to have higher grades and complete their education regarding to their grades. And we cannot charge only families as well because the system and social influences make them want their children to have higher grades and have a successful academic life. And we cannot accuse only teachers because the reason why they behave in that way is the system itself. Since they were also educated in the same environment based upon the same system, they behave in the way and they want their children to have higher grades. We think in conclusion, system causes all students, parents, teachers to become prototype individuals and have the same success criteria which are based upon the grades. These result in classical conditioning. The higher grades you have, the more successful you are. The more successful you are, the more respect you get. Since we have found a major problem in the system, it should be changed. But it's very important that the changes shouldn't be done suddenly. They should take time and be viable since radical changes may have serious repercussions. And we also emphasize that the ministries or other institutions should support the attempt in order to solve this problem. For example, 3 friends of mine and I carried out a project at high school for a year. We set up it since we thought that we couldn't participate in social activities enough while we were in the high school, because there were no guiding person and we want to guide the students in the high school, we started the project and once a week we did activities such as going to cinema, going to theater, reading or writing poems or watching films and analyzing them with high school students. And it was great to see their participation and development. But unfortunately, 2 months ago, we had to finish it. The district director of education wanted us to finish it because we were not associated with an official institution, so our activities were not legal, so we had to finish it. So from the point of our experience, we suggest that institutions and ministries should support and encourage people to be innovative and constructive, and they should support projects like our project or attempts. In the end, we want to thank Hayal Köksal for her for her guidance and encouragement. Our references. Thank you for your attention.